You guys, next up in politics, congratulations are in order for YusefSalaam. Okay, YusefSalaam, if that name sounds familiar, it might be because he was known as one of the, back then, Central Park Five, the 5 young men that were unfairly accused, arrested. These boys were innocent, and the state came in and manipulated the evidence and did many things and ended up putting 5 innocent boys in jail for many years. Okay, YusefSalaam was one of the young men that was a part of that. They eventually were exonerated, so their name changed from the Central Park Five to, we now call them the Exonerated Five. And they've all gone off to do their own individual things. Some even left New York. You guys know that one of them ended up here, was married to Delicious out here for a little while, and them two not together anymore. That was Raymond Santana? Is that what the name was, child? You guys, they're emailing me like crazy from work. I'm gonna have to hurry up and finish this, you guys. But anyway, he ended up running for a seat in the Manhattan district. There was a part of Harlem. He is going to be the city council person for that district. And good for him. He said that he wants to focus on relations with the police in the area, you know, in the community. And of course, he wants to fight racism. These are the things that he ran on. Did I mention that he ran unopposed? I don't know if I said that already, but there was nobody that was opposing him. He won. He has the seat. Let's hope that he's able to make differences in Harlem. But to me, that had to be such the icing on the cake for him to achieve this, achieve this position. And I was just like, yeah, fuck you, YSAP. Okay, this is a fuck you to you. All right, especially because he was the one who was one of those ones that was putting the New York business people, that was putting the pressure on them to really, put them kids in jail and possibly even give them the death penalty. He was asking for the death penalty for these young boys who turned out to be innocent. Do you know that they would have killed 5 kids that were innocent? All right. So the fact that he was able to flip this whole thing, and now he's on TV, he's going to be a council person. Maybe this is going to be something that, he continues in his life, politics, and try to make a difference that way, but yeah, great for him. And I was just like, it has to just feel so good to be able to say, that the former president was wrong about you, and that you've now decided to step your foot into the political arena so that you can make some changes there. So great for him. So yeah, if you're in his district for Harlem, you guys got a new guy. Talking about YSAP, you guys remember I was telling you that he was going to have to testify. Let me tell you something. YSAP, I almost feel like he wants to go to jail. I feel like I think that he's like, he doesn't want to go to jail, but he gonna press it and push it to see how far this judge is willing to go. Is this judge really about to sit here and put a former president in jail? Okay. But YSAP talks to the judge any fucking way. The judge tell him don't do something, don't say something, he gonna do it. He say, he go to jail because they trying to make him, they trying to silence him. All right. So he gonna just keep on saying it and doing it, and he be in court, child, and he be staring the folks down, and he be frowned up. And he is crazy. I swear, I don't know what has happened in my mind, but there has been a switch. He doesn't piss me off anymore. I just look at him and I just was like, I ain't never seen something more stupid than this man that is on my TV at this current time. Seeing him when he's at these rallies and talking and everything and all of his antics. Child, that Donald Trump is just something else. But anyway, he did testify earlier this week. Ivanka testified yesterday, I believe it was, and she said that a lot of the things that they're assuming that she was privy to or a part of, she was not. That she wasn't a part of that team. There may have been a few things that was hazy in her mind that she was involved in, but a lot of them things, they kept those decisions away from her. So she's trying to distance herself from whatever the illegalities, if there were any, that she didn't do. But yeah, just and with all that being said, you guys, I'm still very concerned about the election that's coming up. I feel like YSAP right now has the upper hand. You know, we see the Republicans and they're over there. You know, he's not going to the debates. Nobody is challenging him on that. Nobody. It's just sort of like, and if he's not part of the debates, and I don't even be knowing when the debates happen. I'm not a Republican, but I don't even feel like I see commercials or things that are talking about these debates. Like, you know, so I don't even think that the Republicans feel like the group of people that they have running right now can even challenge Trump well enough. All right. Pence, he seemed like he would have been a good, an easy enough person to put in that spot. Pence couldn't do it. DeSantis, he done fucked up his thing. You know, we got all these other people that we know, and all of this is just sort of like, who? And then we got YSAP. So it's just like on that side, unless people just flat out don't vote, you're going to vote for somebody. And I feel like the Republicans are going to end up being between a rock and a hard place and going to end up voting for Trump again. So, and then we have Biden on this other side, and some people are not happy with what Biden has done over here. And, of course, his age has been a big factor for a lot of people, and not really sure if they want to put an 88-year-old man as their president. I mean, that seems ageist, but the reality is that you have to think about those things. You have an 88-year-old man that's going to be a president. If he doesn't make it, who's going to be the vice president? Are we going to be happy enough that this vice president also is the person that can run the United States? Well, that will be Kamala, but what I'm saying is, so people who might like Biden but might not like Kamala. I know y'all's probably typing her name as we speak. You don't have to. I know the lady name, I'm saying it wrong, but then you have to think about whether or not you would want her to be the one that's running the country. So there's a lot of things that your voters have to think about when all this is going on. And so, speaking of the Republicans, Daniel Cameron down there up there in Kentucky, he lost to the Democrat that was fighting him, Andy Beshear, for Kentucky governor. You guys remember the name Daniel Cameron. He is the former attorney general who refused to prosecute the cops that shot Breonna Taylor. And remember how pissed everybody was at the fact that he was so brazenly like, nope, they did the right thing. All right. And it was so clear that they didn't do the right thing. Even if you could admit that it was an accident, which they never would admit them kind of things. He felt like they didn't do anything wrong and this innocent woman is dead. So somebody did something somewhere. Okay. But he refused to prosecute him. They never had to go through any of that process and all that. So that is the reason why he has lost that seat, honey. People remember. And it's just sort of like, okay, so you can't do that for us. We'll wait till it's time for you to want something from us. You ain't gonna get it. And what did he want from them? He wanted the governorship. And did he get it? No. Okay. So he gonna take and tuck his tail, him and his wife. Y'all know he married to Mitch McConnell's like granddaughter or great granddaughter or something. Mitch McConnell, who we so lovingly refer to as Father Time around here. That motherfucker might be his granddaughter, shit. Yeah, him, they tucked their tail and gone somewhere. Is he still going to be attorney general, or is that seat over too? I guess it would, because don't you have to run for attorney general, or are you placed there? Whichever way it goes, he is not going to be the governor of Kentucky, and we are happy about that. congratulations to Mr. Brashear. And then while we're still talking about these politics, you know, congratulations are in order for Philadelphia. Looks like they have voted in their very first female black mayor. Her name is Sherelle Parker. And if that ain't a black name, I know so. I think you didn't even have to look at it, and you was like, oh yeah, Sherelle Parker, oh yeah, she black, first black lady. All right, fist pump of righteousness. Okay, but yeah, she will be the first one. She beat out David O, and she is now considered their 100th mayor for the city. All right, so yes, benchmark, congratulations to you. You know, as black women, we out here, we doing it, we making changes. You know, people are slowly beginning to realize that black women are the ones that come here and save the day every fucking single time. Okay, it might be some bullshit first we gotta go through, but we gonna save that day for y'all, okay? And yeah, so that's good to hear. I guess that's enough for politics, you guys. Moving on to the next story.
But natural, stay in your bag like you wearing satchels. Hey, baby, you a godsend, just missing the
All right,
sand.
you guys, the Turkey Hut down there in Houston. I hear a lot about it. Okay, everybody always talking about it. I was like, Turkey Leg Hut. I mean, that don't even sound like a place that I would go to. The only reason why I would probably go is because word of mouth and people have been like, oh, you got to try it. But it's just sort of like Turkey Leg Hut. That's what y'all came up with. That's neither here nor there. Obviously, the name has done them well. The restaurant has done well for me to be in Atlanta and to know about Turkey Leg Hut. Okay, yes, we can thank social media for that as well. But yes, it is a very well-known restaurant down there. Apparently, the husband and the wife that own the restaurant, Lynn and Nakia Price, apparently they are very well known out there in Houston. They, like I said, have this popular restaurant. The community respects them. They have looked like a picture perfect family, I guess, for the Houstonians out there. They have children together, you know, successful business, a nice home, car, all of that. They've been, well, Nakia says that they have been living a lie, that she has been pushing forward a narrative that is not true behind the four walls of their home. She says that behind those walls, her husband is an abusive man, that he is a manipulator, that he is a liar, that he is deceitful, that he is a narcissist. She said that he is completely void of any emotion, all right? And that she didn't mention anything about physical abuse, but she said that he is emotionally and mentally abusive to her and their children together, and that she is not taking it anymore. She is not going to continue to let people think that he is just this stand-up A+ citizen of Houston. And she has filed for divorce. Now, she filed for divorce in May, yes, of this year. She filed for divorce in May of this year. So it's in full swing now. I think maybe she is feeling more confident, or maybe she's just feeling over it and just like, I'm just going to say what the hell I need to say at this point. She says she is no longer going to hold her tongue. If she has to say what she has to say, she's going to say it. Now, what was interesting is I was reading an article about this on, I think it was Houston Chronicle, one of the newspapers down there in Houston, and they said that she was the only full owner of Turkey Leg Hut. So I am wondering if that means that he's not really technically the owner of the business, or if it's, you know, it was interesting that they put that little part in there that she is the full owner. Says, according to Holmes, who has full legal ownership of the popular restaurant, her marriage has been hell on earth. I'm just like, that's going to be another element if he really truly isn't even on any of the business paperwork and it's her business. Well, they about to really have a for real contentious divorce, because I'm sure he gonna be like, give me my damn money, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of other stuff. So we probably are gonna hear more about this, and I hope it don't get, if he's already abusive like that, I hope it don't move over into the physical. Because, you know, when frustrations get high and people get mad and angry and it's all this confusion and shit going on, you know, next thing you know, somebody might haul off and swing on someone. You know, and then it's going to be physical, and I surely hope it don't get to that. It's a lot of money involved here. It's business involved here. You guys, let's hope that this story don't end tragically. Okay, I'm not wishing that on them. I'm hoping that they can make it through this, but especially sometimes, to me, a person that is emotionally and mentally abusive, they can affect you even worse because your emotions and your mentality stay with you long term. Like physical abuse, once you are out of the danger of a person that's in your proximity that can physically harm you, then you're out of danger. Okay, but when a person can get in your head and have you thinking about yourself a certain way, or have you doing things that's out your character, and have you, like, to me, a mental or an emotionally abusive person can actually wield more control over a person. Negative control, even when they are long gone. So, the abuse in any form is horrible, but I'm saying it's hard. She's going to have a hard road, her and her children. I hope she's going to get them in therapy. I'm sure she will. She was just like, from the time we wake up to the time we close our eyes, we fighting up in this house. Nobody needs to live like that. You got a successful ass business and money and all this, and people look up to you, and then you in your house and you don't have no peace. Listen, if you don't have peace in your house, you ain't got peace nowhere. Okay, your house needs to be your haven. And people don't realize that. I think, but I've always felt this way even when I was younger. But as you get older, you gonna realize that you need, especially in this world today, okay, that you need a space that makes you feel relief. You should come home and you need to feel relief. You need to feel rested. This is my four walls. I'm protected. Nobody is in here but the people that I love. Okay, even if it's just my fucking self. But yeah, peace is so valuable. So valuable. So anyway, it's unfortunate that we're about to be hearing about their divorce and all that, because it should be private, but it's a very public company, a very public divorce. She's decided to blow the lid off of everything, so we'll probably be hearing more about it. Y'all be careful out there, because if he's back out there dating and seeing other people and all of that, heed the warning from the wife, okay? Just letting y'all know. And sometimes people be feeling like they didn't know nothing because, no, the wife didn't already put it out there and let y'all know. So if you're going to be trying to hook up with, what old boy name was, Lynn or whatever. What was his name? Child. Anyway, if you was trying to do it, just heed the warning. Okay? What y'all know about it? My Houstonians out there, Charisma, if you're watching, Crystal, you in Dallas, but you go on and weigh in on this too, because I think we've talked about the turkey leg hut. I think you even told me that you went there and you enjoyed it too. So anyway, yeah, you guys, drama over there at the turkey leg hut. Will it continue on? Well, time will tell.
But still, you ain't missing much. Put your hands on my back, just a different touch. Put your ass on my plate, I don't skip the lunch. I don't skip.
All right, you guys, this is just kind of a little quick update. Saucy Santana came out with a diss track to TOTB. It's been eventful this past week, all right, since I talked to you guys about about Saucy Santana coming after TOTB for him coming after Young Miami. Last week we talked about it. Well, you would have thought that would have calmed down after Akademiks had then started crying, and then everybody started weighing in. Well, then we had the black men who felt they needed to support Akademiks in this. These strong black men, and you guys know who those men can be. They came out kind of trying to protect DJ Akademiks. So, then Saucy Santana, I guess, took it upon himself. Like, listen, I first of all, I was just talking to Akademiks, but if everybody else want to jump in, fine, nigga. It's still the same. We is outside, okay? I'm a big motherfucker. Y'all can see me wherever I'm gonna be. If Saucy Santana walked into the room, you would probably notice him. So he just was like, it ain't never had to been all this, okay? Because now all these men are defending him, but nobody wants to wants to bring up the fact that this was a black man that was tearing down all these women that ain't did nothing to him. He's just coming after them. At some point, you are using your platform to tear down a person or people, and that is what has been Saucy Santana's point. It done got all into this gay boy this and the gay boys and the straight, and this and that. And it don't even have to be about that. It's not even about whether or not Saucy is gay. But that's now become the forefront. But don't let that be the focus, because the focus is always going to be DJ Akademiks is ruthless with that fucking mouth, and he's reckless and says whatever about black women. And even I notice it. Okay, so yes, I'm not mad at Saucy. You know, now we got people that's threatening to do stuff to him. Yeah, protect Saucy at all costs, you guys. Don't let people do that, because he's right. Yes, his mouth is quite flavorful and colorful and all of that, but at the bottom line is he is right. Somebody needs to check Livingston. All right, so yeah. Have you guys heard the song? Let me see. Hold on, let me see if I can get some of the words. So he just teased the song. We haven't heard the whole full song yet. I don't even know what the name of the song is. I'm trying to sit on here. I see on here, it's because all I know is it's a diss track, and there's a part where he says, be a man, get your ass up off that couch. Be a man. It's so funny how they say man down here in the South. Like, it's not man, okay? Man. M-A-N. It's man. Man. That's even how Jada says it. You know, and this man gonna say to me, I said, man. Man, honey. Jada is... okay, Swats till she die, honey. It is bred in her. She ain't even from here, but honey, that's Jada. Anyway, to my man, thank you to my man. To my man, thank you to my man. No, it's man. Thank you, but it's man. Anyway, you guys, let me get on. That was just a quick little, you know, we just threw that in. Next story.
Brunch, not the dinner neither, and we hella close, not a centimeter. Getting in between this, you two turned up. Never turn down though when there's big energy, when they come around though.
So King and Royce Reed, before I move on to this next story. There was a part when she was talking about how, you know, they was pissed at her because Shaq was trying to talk to her, and she had told Evelyn, and Evelyn had told Shawnee, and or she had told somebody. Anyway, I forgot how that all played out, but how everybody pretty much was mad at her because Shaq was trying to talk to her. Now, why is it that you guys was mad at Royce about that? She can't help if somebody is trying to reach out to her. All she can do is either tell him yes or no. She told him no. She ignored him, or she didn't go out with him, obviously. Okay, but how is it that everybody mad at her for something? She ain't even did nothing, you know? And if you lived in LA at the time, hell, I knew some people that Shaq was messing with. And he was very actively married. Okay? But Shaq was out there. So y'all protecting Shaq, who was doing what the hell he was doing, and y'all mad at Royce, and she trying to tell y'all, like, the nigga was trying to talk. They did that girl so wrong, you guys. So wrong. Gosh, I had forgot all about that talk about Shaq. And when she was talking about it, I was just like, now, Shawnee, I know Shawnee's the first lady now, so she's saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, but not so much back then. Anyway, next story, you guys. Miss King Sonia Norwood, okay, Ray J, you know, and Brandy's mama. Ray J posted the other day that they had to rush the mama to the hospital because she had a reaction to her IV. You guys know they have these IV places, I guess, when you're feeling you need some energy, or if you need certain things that you are depleted of. You know, a lot of people go and get IVs after they've had like a hard night of drinking, or maybe possibly drugs, or whatever the hell they was doing the night before. They'll go and get the IV to flush their system, get them back on track and all that. I was just like, I ain't sticking no fucking needles in me if it don't need to be one in there, okay? Like, it gotta be a medical reason that I need you to stick a needle in me. All right, I don't give a fuck if it's just water, IV, nutrients, nothing. If it ain't a doctor at a hospital, I'm not going to your establishment. You ain't coming to my house. That's just not something that I trust. But I know there are people that do it, and they say that it's fine, it's legal, you feel great and all that. You know, more power to you. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I just know that's not for me. Okay. Anyway, he posted that, you know, she had God, and, you know, was just like, my mama need prayers. I mean, you guys can imagine, you know how Ray J is so super dramatic. And it's funny because it's like, you know, the dynamics of that family, even if you're not there. So you already know that Ray J probably has always been the super dramatic, always over the top. You know, it's just sort of like, oh my God, like Ray J is Ray J. And again, I'm sure that that's how they feel about Ray J. They love him, but it's just like, okay, Ray J is a lot. You know, Brandy was the mean one. He was the whole lot one. Okay. And then of course, Sonya, who is the king. And then the dad, he's around. He do what he's told. But Sonya said that she was at the house and her phone just started ringing. Okay. And somebody was like, Sonya, are you okay? Are you in the hospital? And she was just like, what? Yes, I'm okay. I'm home. What do you mean? She says, well, on the blogs, they're saying that you were rushed to the hospital, because she was like, that was weeks ago. Okay. And she was like, let me just let you guys all know that I am fine, first of all. Thank you all for your prayers and your concerns. However, she had a slight reaction to the IV. She drove herself to the hospital at Cedars. They got her sorted out and they sent her on her way, and she went on back home. She was like, I don't know why Ray J, you know, he must have got a hair up his ass that day and just decided that he wanted some attention and told you guys that I was in the hospital. I'm not in the hospital. I'm home. It's like only Ray J. You could just hear him explaining why he did what he did. But yeah, Sonya was just like, y'all don't listen to Ray. If you want to know what's going on with the king, come to the king, because Ray is going to get the story all messed up. So yeah, you guys will be happy to know that Miss Sonya Norwood, she's fine.
So, don't ever switch. Know you've been looking, won't find it like this. Know you've been looking for a nigga that headed them.
And lastly, you guys, this is really a quickie. This ain't really a story, but Lauryn Hill, you guys know that she's still going on tour. She's actually touring with the Fugees. I think they're having like this last little tour before Pras goes off to jail, and you know, Lauren and Wyclef, they don't have him around. So now that the group can still be together, they have like this farewell kind of tour. Apparently she showed up to her latest and greatest gig 2 hours late. And when she got there, of course, the people were, I mean, it's 2 hours late. I understand things happen. 15 minutes late, even 30 minutes, okay? I'm reasonable, but 2 hours is ridiculous. I've had this happen to me one time, and it was when I went to go see Jill Scott. Jill Scott, I love her down. You guys, I love me some Jill Scott. I got all her albums. I know all her songs. I love Jill Scott. I love Jill Scott. Her first album reminds me of when I first had Joe. It happened all at the same time. So that first album is very special to me. Okay, even Joe, when he was a baby, he knew all the words to the songs. He was singing from the back of my Expedition. I can remember it like it was yesterday, you guys. Anyway, we went to go see her at House of Blues in Hollywood, and the bitch was 2 hours late. I say bitch lovingly, but the bitch was 2 hours late. And never again will I pay to go see Jill Scott. I'm sorry, I just won't do it. You know, I'm going to buy her albums. I'm going to listen to her music. I'm going to go see her in her movies. I'm going to watch her TV shows. I'm going to listen to her, you know, on her social media. I'm going to do all that, but I am not paying another red cent, because bitch, fool me once. But after that, no. I'm not, you not get another penny, not another one. Not when it comes to a concert. I'm not doing that. You know, that was it. And we were so pissed that by the time she got there, it was 2 hours late. We were so aggravated that it took maybe another 20 minutes of music for us to finally get into the groove. Because at first I was like, bitch, I know you got an excuse. You gonna tell us something really, really bad happened, and that's the reason why you this late. But she never even said nothing, and that was the final straw. Because I was just like, that you done had us sitting and you couldn't even come up with a lie. You just gonna start singing like everything. Nigga, it is 11:30. Like, where you been? What are you doing? And it wasn't even 2 hours. It was like 2 hours and 25 minutes, almost 3 hours, 2.5 hours late. So yeah, no. Okay, so y'all still out here paying y'all money to go see Lauryn Hill. That's shame on you. I can't even really be mad at Lauryn. Lauryn has established this as a routine at this point. This is what she does. So if you still paying your money to go see her and then be mad when she get there 2 hours late, then what is you doing? Why you keep on spending your money for this foolishness? And then she got up there and said that y'all need to be lucky that she was able to get there just by the grace of God. Okay? But it wasn't like a, oh my God, let me tell you what happened kind of y'all ought to be lucky. It was a, y'all ought to be lucky. Okay? Because girl, if you got somewhere better to be, then be there. Okay? Be there. What the hell are you doing that you 2 hours late? When you travel to another city, I'm imagining that you stay in a hotel that's near the venue so that you can get there and do. If you 2 hours late, you was still at the fucking hotel when the show should have been going on for like an hour. What, you at the hotel still? And they probably like, Lauren, we gotta go. Like, you know, they still waiting. It's 9 o'clock. You were supposed to be on at 8. And she's still cooking dinner for her and, you know, her people. Like, what? Oh, if you don't think that I'm important enough to you to, you know, for you to get your ass here on time, I done spend my money. If I'm not important enough to you for you to get here on time, then how about we just don't do this no more? So that's why I'm saying, if you spending your money to go see that, then that's your damn problem. If she can say whatever the hell she want to say to y'all, because y'all obviously want to get talked too crazy. Okay? But yeah, no, Lauren wouldn't, because honey, Jill, I was just like, that's it for me, Jill. That's it for me. So, just letting y'all know, Lauren's still pulling the antics. But you can't be mad because you already know.
Never turn down though when there's big energy when I come around though. So don't ever switch. No, you've been looking, won't find it like this. No, you've been.
Let me get out of here. We do this every single week, so make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.